Welcome to Iraqi Dinar News, your trusted destination for up-to-the-minute summaries and analysis of Iraq's economic updates, international financial developments, and the latest on the Iraqi dinar. In today's report, we bring together critical insights from top analysts and on-the-ground sources regarding ongoing reforms, IMF consultations, digital banking advancements, and expected movements related to the revaluation of the dinar. Here's your concise summary of the latest. Recent headlines from Iraq continue to reflect fast-paced developments in the country's economic reform efforts and financial system upgrades. Notably, President Barzani has initiated new regional administrative changes and met with high-level leaders, including a visit to Iran for diplomatic discussions. Kurdistan is also moving forward with new gas agreements that highlight the ongoing divergence between Baghdad and Erbil over revenue-sharing policies and non-oil sector development. In security and international affairs, Iraq held its second highest-level strategic dialogue with NATO, another indication of broader geopolitical engagement. Meanwhile, government sources confirm continued progress in disrupting terrorist financing, citing the successful deployment of Iraq's new banking framework. One of the most significant developments involves the Central Bank of Iraq, CBI, which has now fully transitioned trade finance processing to commercial banks through corresponding banking relationships. This advancement is seen as a key milestone toward full financial modernization, sometimes referred to informally as Iraq's entry into a digital or blockchain-based economy. On the fiscal front, new IMF consultations conducted from May 4 to May 13 underscore urgent calls for reform. Falling oil prices, global economic uncertainty, and high public spending are straining Iraq's financial balance, leading the IMF to emphasize the need for continued improvements in banking infrastructure, subsidy reform, and currency stabilization. According to analysts, the IMF acknowledged the CBI's progress but stressed that additional efforts are essential to reduce the exchange rate gap between the official rate and the parallel market. Reforms also include stricter controls at customs aimed at reducing smuggling and imposing the use of dinars for real estate and auto transactions. Sources confirm Iraq's borders are now tightly monitored and the biometric voting system is being prepared ahead of the November elections. Investor and public attention remains focused on potential currency reforms. Frank 26 and other prominent voices suggest that the CBI has already implemented most of the necessary steps, with rate change software in place, digital infrastructure upgraded, and audited banks ready for participation in the new system. Additionally, there are reports that lower denomination notes are expected to be introduced as the next phase of reform. While discussions about a 1-1 exchange rate between the dinar and USD continue, most experts advise caution. There's no immediate cause for concern regarding existing large denomination notes like the 25,000 IQD. Financial professionals reiterate that deleting 3 zeros would not devalue physical notes arbitrarily, particularly for holders engaged with authorized financial institutions. Some insiders believe the revaluation process could begin within days, while others indicate it might extend beyond the weekend due to Memorial Day banking schedules. Key voices like Bruce and Mountain Goat suggest final approvals may be pending but affirm that Iraq has fulfilled necessary criteria for reform. There's a growing belief that the U.S. no longer holds the same influence over the timeline as Iraq's contractual alignment reportedly concluded in January. The community is advised to be cautious about unofficial exchange centers and to rely on verified banks. The best strategy remains preparation, knowing where to exchange, understanding rates, and avoiding impulsive decisions. Guides and scripts on safe exchange practices are circulating, with experienced financial analysts encouraging informed, secure methods for potential conversions. As always, discussions about new rates and lower denomination releases should be viewed through a practical lens. The revaluation is happening inside Iraq, and its impact on international holders will depend on timing, method, and location of exchange. The CBI remains the primary authority in this matter, and reports suggest their readiness to move forward when the appropriate signal is given. Stay tuned to Iraqi Dinar News for continued updates, detailed breakdowns, and expert commentary as Iraq moves closer to economic normalization. Your engagement helps keep this conversation active and informed. Subscribe, share, and let us know your thoughts in the comments below, especially what you plan to do if the AR takes effect soon.